Thanks for coming. Thank you. It's Thursday. Welcome again. We're back for another Bitcoin session. We are here doing our thing. It's our sixth one, I think, now, and it just keeps getting better. I see a lot of new people here tonight. Thanks for coming. I've seen some of you on Meetup and that kind of thing, and I'm glad that you're here checking us out. What the goal of the group is, and now that you guys got some swag tonight and stuff, you're starting to realize, we meet every week and we go over Bitcoin and we go over cryptocurrencies and we go over topics around it, surrounding it. We teach each other things, we share knowledge, and we are constantly evolving. So as this club grows and grows and grows, we're going to grow with it. And there's a lot of cool things that we're going to be doing together moving into the new year. We have some club goals. We'll probably be pooling together in some ways. We've got a few different softwares that we're going to test out and try out. We're going to have some feedback tonight from Steve on some stuff from last week. Every week is a continuation of last week. Some stuff will be replayed because there's new people every time, and some stuff will be absolutely brand new to everybody all the time. And that's my goal every single week. You guys can all count on me doing this for 5 years solid. I've made a dedicated effort to this. So this is only my 6th Thursday in a row here, but I'm going to do this for 5 years in a row. So I'm not quitting, and if you guys don't quit, then I won't quit either, and we can do the journey together. Oleum's in the house tonight, back from DevCon, Mexico. They were representing Calgary, Canada, and cryptocurrency. They brought some swag tonight. We got some wristbands from them. Crypto is blowing up everywhere. It's around the world. It's not just in Calgary. It's not just in America. It's not just in South Korea. It's everywhere. We're part of that crypto movement. This is a crypto club. So all of us represent crypto in some way, shape, or form. We're either interested in it or we're working with it and that kind of thing. Before I started this event night that I do, I created this blog. It's called bitcoininvestments.ca. And I make websites at my job, and I do videos and all kinds of things. Everyone's got my business card by now. And I'll make you guys a website too, by the way. So if anyone wants a website for any of this interest that we learn here and do, please talk to me and I'll help you out on that sort of thing. My website has a few things going for it. One of the things that I like to talk about are the affiliates on the bottom. I signed up Brian this week with Coinbase, and I signed up Eve and a few other people, Rosanna. And with Coinbase, I got $12 in Bitcoin to sign them up, and so did they. So we exchanged this kind of little affiliate thing. But everyone that I signed up with Coinbase this week really enjoys the software. We put it on their phone. They moved a little bit of Bitcoin and bought a little bit of money just to kind of save it, and they had a lot of fun with it. It runs like a large bank. It's very safe and comfortable and secure. And for all the people out there that want secure transactions, Coinbase definitely delivers that feeling. According to their website, the money's insured to some degree, so it's a nice one that we use. Quadriga, we use it as an exit tool mainly. Work with different softwares, but if you want to get some money out as well, you can use Quadriga, and as well as getting money in. We represent BitQuick. BitQuick is a affiliate network out of America. You get cryptocurrency as a bonus for yourself and for your business if you sign either one up. Monaco is a credit card that you can load with cryptocurrency, and you can also add that. And I would go to this website and then click it from there, and then you'll get a Monaco link as well, and you can get a free Visa, and you can get in line for that because right now they're still releasing it. And it's also a cryptocurrency as well. So BitQuick and Monaco both have a cryptocurrency associated with both of those companies as well. One of the new things that I've added to my website is our thing talking about that we're running these seminars and we're donating our time to you guys in the community, and here's the 2 wallets that you can donate to and throw us a tip and things like that. The reason I did this, I saw some other friends of mine that do this in Toronto, and they've been doing this. They take the funds and they bring it back into the club, and they do other cool things with it. So I was hoping to build some kind of money and either make a pool or do some other cool things at our events. In cryptocurrency, as soon as you have a Bitcoin or an Ethereum wallet, automatically you can start taking cryptocurrency as an individual. So if you're a consultant or you're doing any kind of money with other people and you're offering value and so on, you can take cryptocurrency. So don't ever think that you're not powered up as much as the next guy with your crypto wallet, because immediately as soon as you get one, you can go and you can start to take cryptocurrency from others, and you can trade and that kind of thing. You can register on my site here, and you can also view the blog posts. We're going to blog a lot more this month. But one of the brand new sections that I added to the site is called resources. And a lot of people were asking for certain things. So I put a resource list together. I feel somewhat robust to start, and then we're going to keep adding to it, and you guys will be able to get a spreadsheet from us as well on a weekly basis, maybe every other week. So we're going to start making spreadsheets. Come into the club. If you come in the club, we're going to email the spreadsheet to you here that night. So if you don't come, then you will not get the spreadsheet. That's kind of the way we're going to do it. But the spreadsheets are going to start having resources, and they're going to start having different things that we're doing. Again, the disclaimer is we cannot give advice, so please don't misconstrue this as that. But what we're doing is we're just telling you what we're doing, what I'm doing as a person, what my friends are doing, and we're sharing some of the things that we're using, software, tools, training, support, and we offer that kind of thing. These BTC wallets are all really good. Mycelium is an excellent company. Exodus is very good too, and so is Electrum. Jax is an awesome multi-platform wallet. You can do a lot of cool things with Jax. If you guys haven't tried it, I encourage you to download it and give it a shot. My friend's company, Unicorn, which I advertise every week, I'll pull that up so you guys can write. One of the things for the new people is write down the websites. I'll tell them out, and then I'll leave them all up here, and you can come back and I can flick through the things and you guys can write them down for yourselves. But Unicorn is the esports betting company, the only one in the world that does it like this. They raised 110,000 Ethereum in their crowd sale, so they're big time. They're the most big time company in America that's ever done that. Mark Cuban's behind them. And where was I back there? Jax Wallet just came out with their coin this week. So as of Monday, that coin was put on for sale from Unicorn. It's the Unicorn Gold. So what I tell people is I bought some, and you can see my total there is 2,000, whatever, 185. I'm totally into buying it. I love it. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you that I'm doing it, and Jax is what I'm using, and I bought big. I bought 100,000 of those coins already this week on Monday when they first came out, and they're all like, I don't know, like 20 cents each kind of idea, so they're really, really affordable, and they're on the altcoin markets, and if you get the Jax wallet, you can buy them through there. Coinomi is really good, and same with the Ledger, Ledger wallet. Some of the guys in our group here have the Ledger wallet as well. You guys can see that. They may pull it out, and we can pass it around the room. This week on Ethereum, if you're part of our group, which we're going to add you to this tonight, so everyone that's not part of our Telegraph group, while we're hanging out here tonight, download the Telegram app to your phones if you want to be in the workshop, and then you guys can be there. I think we have 65 members right now. I'll pull that up. We have 65 members, and this is the feed that we run all day, and people are asking questions and getting help and all that kind of stuff. I'll show you guys more, but while we're hanging out, download that, and we'll add you today. With Ethereum, we're seeing some security breaches. We've seen people have their coins stolen this week. So people have third-party, shitty Ethereum wallets that are, not necessarily good quality like these ones. We'll just say that for better lack of terms and layman's terms. And basically, these wallets were subjected to kind of like a malware snake would go up into the wallet, grab the coins, kind of like eating the golden eggs, and then it would take off and run away on the internet, and you would lose your thing. And you could track it on Etherscan that happened, but you couldn't do anything about it. It was the worm came in, stole the Ethereum, and ran. So keep that in mind. I haven't seen that in the other coins yet. That's new to me. Maybe some other people in the room can converse on that and share some more stories about theft in the world. But on our newsfeed, one of our members had 36 coins stolen this week, so he was really upset, and we were all kind of giving him support, and we were sad to see that. And that's why that's another reason why I put this resource list together, because I feel that you guys need some good quality software and tools if you're gonna partake in this kind of industry, right, with the crypto. These are really good resource sites: CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, WorldCoin Index, CoinCap, and Brave New Coin. I use all of these all the time. These are usually open up on my tabs at all times. The amount of info that you will learn in here will set you up as a total pro. These are really good websites to learn a lot of things. I love the WorldCoin Index for a minute. You wouldn't be surprised of what's happening in Germany and other places of the world, and even Brian has some money in Europe here from our group and stuff. So go to the WorldCoin Index and understand that there's all kinds of opportunity outside of North America and outside of our four walls that we kind of live in here. And the WorldCoin Index will open your eyes and your mind to a lot more, okay? There's a lot of coins you still haven't seen. And one thing a lot of people do is they only use one software for trading or one software for looking. Use a lot of softwares. Like Bittrex, I showed that one as my beginner buying and selling tool and how to day trade, but Bittrex is so limited. If it's a shopping mall, it only has so many brands of coins in it. There are so many more brands of coins out there, and that are opportunistic as well.
Your top three exchanges be then?
I'm going to answer that in a minute. Can I answer that one in a minute? And I will. I'll show you that too. Hang tight. I'll answer that one in a minute. I'll blast back to this and we'll come to that. So resources today, BitQuick, all types of things on here. You guys can click and learn. I don't have to show you all those things right now. And you guys can understand what's going on with this BitQuick part of things. If you have questions after, I can teach you guys about that as well. Back to the trades. BitMEX is the one that I like a lot of, okay, and Bittrex, I still like it to some degree. And I was using a third one, that was that Yoshi one or whatever, but I stopped using that, and I'm into Cryptopia right now. So I'm using Cryptopia, and I'm buying altcoins in there from some of the brands that I know and some of the people that are my friends. Yeah, but BitMEX is the big one. Everyone's using that one. Dave loves it. Everyone loves that one. Yeah. I can pull them up if you want to. You can leverage trade on BitMEX. They have a lot of advantages here. You can arbitrage on BitMEX. So this computer doesn't have it registered because this is just my other one, but I have it at my office. This is just my laptop for my briefcase. But anyway, this is a site, bitmex.com. So you guys can register here and learn about it. But it's an amazing trading site. It has fees like everything else. You can leverage, you can set pricing, you can sell on margin, you can do all kinds of cool things that you could do in the stock trading world, and it's very versatile. And the pros are all over this software. Anyone that's pro day trading is using BitMEX. All the amateurs that like I started stuff use Bittrex to start out with because it's simple and easy. But all the pros are definitely all over BitMEX. And some people in BitMEX are leveraging millions of dollars in Bitcoin and things like that. So it's not even small money like you think. Like no one's just doing $100. Like there's guys that are flipping millions of dollars in and out of things all day long inside here. So it's actually a really big a big portal and a big gateway of crypto money spooling and turning all day. It's massive actually. It's probably the biggest. It's probably one of the biggest anyway that people use. Then when you think about all the money that goes in, because people are putting their funds in and then they're trading, and you think about all that action happening and how much that software is holding and how much it's still holding in the queue, it's got to be hundreds of millions, on a monthly, daily, who knows what kind of basis. But it's big. It's really big. There's all kinds of videos as well on YouTube that you can learn about BitMEX. You can learn about a lot of its features and how you can be a day trader and be really effective, right, and make some margin and make money. So definitely check them out. They're on there as well. Okay, so resources, you guys got all that? Sign up and register on the website, and you know what we're doing for the next thing. I signed up some people this week for Coinbase. Coinbase has been really fun. It's been showing a lot of the marketplace in Canadian dollars. I like the software. Some people want to see what it looks like in there and want to see the software back end. So it's very much like a TD Bank or a Bank of Montreal or this kind of software. So it's really secure and trusting feeling and that kind of thing. You can buy and sell right out of here. You can have your different accounts. I have 3 different accounts. I have BTC, Ethereum, and Lite. You can set up a vault as well. And Coinbase has just released a new trading platform called GDAX. And I haven't even, I've logged in on my other computer, but not on this one. But I want to show you that. So if you're a Coinbaser and you've got money going through there and you've got some smaller money because it doesn't allow that much, you can create an account in GDAX and now you can trade with your Coinbase account. And they've also released a credit card called Shift, but it's not available to Canadians yet, but I'll show you guys that another day. But Coinbase has another card where you can actually transact for things as well. Coinbase is nice for people that like to have a little portfolio of savings. It tells you percentages here. So I got 41% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, 29 in Litecoin, and 29 in Ethereum. And that's how I like it. I'm just playing with here. You guys can see what that looks like. We've just brought this money in recently and just different little tips and things like that and so on. So I'm just started a little account here so that I could build it up and then I could trade it with you guys and show you guys, some of the trading moves and move funds around and that kind of thing. But for now, you can see how I have that set up. And when I hang like with other friends and we go for coffee and things like that, and they always ask me, how much percentage, Jan, do you have of all the cryptocurrency? And this is usually what I tell them. I usually hold about 25% maybe of each of these two, Litecoin and Ethereum, and then I hold another 50% of Bitcoin. And this is just an example in my tips account here, but in my main trading account, that's how I have it stacked right now too. So people always want to know, how do I have my money laid out? And that's what I do. Why do I have it like that? Okay, I have no money in the cryptocurrency of altcoins other than that whatever 10,000 or whatever I bought today of that Unicoins. That's the only one that I bought recently. And I might even sell that off later. But I actually just do day trading, so I'm not one of the holders in the group. A lot of the other guys like to buy the coins and hold them. I'm holding those Unicoins and just bought them on Monday because that's my friend's company, and I know him personally, so I'm excited about supporting him and buying into his business. But the other businesses, all the other coins that exist, like the Monaco coin and the OMG coins and all these other coins, I just buy them during the day, play with them, and sell them back. And I don't leave my money in the Bittrex or in the marketplaces, and I bring them back into my accounts usually. And I like to have it stacked just like this, right? I use Bitcoin to do that. So Bitcoin, to me, and why I started this whole entire club, was Bitcoin became a capitalization tool and a growing asset for me. And I saw that at a very early time. So I had bought a little bit of Bitcoin, and I saw the asset growing, and then I saw what I could do with Bitcoin, and then what could I do with it? Well, you can't just go down and buy something at Best Buy or whatever, can't even pay for sushi, but you could do things on the internet with it, and that's what I got into. So that's how I got into day trading and figuring that kind of stuff out. A lot of people don't know that this website exists, and you guys can write that one down. It's called Bitify, Bitify.com. Interesting website. Lots of things for sale here on this website. All kinds of things. It reminds me of the old days of like swap meets and things like this. There's even software on here and 10 Gmail accounts if you want them, and some marketing for your website. All kinds of weird software things and downloads. But the point is that they're doing everything in cryptocurrency here on this website. And I encourage any one of you that ever has an idea to start a crypto website, like an e-com, talk to me because I'd love to help you. I think it's a great idea. These guys are out of Australia, and they allow the community to add product to the website, and they hold that in escrow. And escrow kind of keeps it fair for everybody so people don't get ripped off like they do on eBay and PayPal and things like that. So you can actually, it's going to load here, but you can actually hold things in the escrow, and then after that you can get your purchase, and then they release the funds. So nobody's out of any dough, and there's no scamming allowed basically by holding an escrow. So it's a comfortable way to do shopping, and you feel secure with your Bitcoin. It's a neat website. I encourage you guys to have a look one day later and go a little deeper. I'm going to bounce over here for a minute out of Coinbase. I talked about it for a sec. Over here to CoinMarketCap.com. Today, I was looking at the biggest gainers and losers, and I don't know if you guys do that, but that's one of the things I teach all the new people. Every morning, I wake up and I come to CoinMarketCap.com on my phone, so write that down. And you can find out a lot of information here. This website tracks all of the altcoins and all the majors, and it does a really, really awesome job of it, and it's totally free, and everybody likes that. I like the gainers and losers list. It's my favorite place to look, so I always click that button, and it acts like a spreadsheet. And automatically here, it's going to default to the highest percentage of gain. And some of the other people recurring know that I'm a percentage guy. I only care about percentage and growth of such. And other people will be looking at all kinds of other things like volume and all that kind of stuff about a trade. I love percentage of growth. That's my favorite thing to chase, and so on. So let's look in the short term. Let's be a day trader for a minute, and let's look at some of the big papas of the day here. So we got Axios, Farad, Life, Dentacoin is familiar. I always see that a lot. EBTC, we're going to talk about the fork that didn't happen a little bit later too. CryptoJacks, and there's Bitkey, okay? So you guys saw Bitkey on my blog, right? You remember this, the same logo there? And it's down here. Alex also helped us break it all open for you guys so you can see all the resources. So there's that company, the Crypto Rewards, okay? And then we go to our biggest gainers of the day, and there's our little buddy right there. So we've had some gains there, 17% on your money today. So if you held some of that, I believe Alex has a few million of that guy. So he's probably doing okay today with the 17% gain. So for the people that hold, they love coming to this page and they love seeing how things are doing. But right now we're only in a 1 hour window, so it's a little bit deceiving. So let's go to 24 hours, one whole day. So there you go. Russ Bits has been our top dog of the number one at 332% gain. I love numbers like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the stuff that gets me excited. This is why I started day trading, and this is where I saw my money going up so fast. So I could put $400 in my Bittrex account, and I could turn it to $1,800 in less than 24 hours. $400 to $1,800. And that was exciting to me. I would phone my friends. I'm on Facebook telling them, holy shit, guys, I just took $400 and turned to 18, and Jay was listening, and he's like, good on you, man. Hey, remember that? And that's when I was like still perfecting my style of what I was trying to achieve, right? But this is what I'm showing you guys. This is what you're going after in your day trading, and this is how you take your money and make money. You wanna like buy into these types of altcoins and run them up on their day, and this is all in the last 24 hours. So all these guys are, I call them bangers because we just have slang terms for them, but these are all bangers. This is a bangers top 10 club today. I didn't do this today. I was doing other things. But had I been doing it, I would have seen this because I watch this every day and it's in my brain. And then I would have bought in on these 10 probably at least, or 8 of them. I usually buy 8 for sure. And I would have made money today on all of this stuff. And that's usually what I do on a regular day. And then I would sell off in the evening and then I would start all over again. And I would check this again in the 1 hour zone and see how it's doing. And let's hit the 7-day zone. Look at this one. Russ Bits has been a super winner here, 513%. Okay. The price is, if this is, it's back, we'll just say it's 10 cents for now, just because, okay, just as an example, because I never know if this is US dollar or what they're saying here. It's not the Satoshi because that's 8 decimals, but let's just say it's US dollars and that's 10 cents, 89 cents, that kind of thing. $30 on that one, and that is the right amount. That's a $30 coin. So yeah, so it's a 10-cent coin. We had a 513% increase, okay? If you look at like BMO, Nesbitt Burns, or any one of those trading platforms, and you look just in the last 7 days, you're going to be hard-pressed to find anything that went up 513% in our typical TSX or any of the stock trades that we're playing within the banks. So a lot of people ask me why I'm so passionate about this and why I get excited and why I do this on Thursdays every week and show you guys this is because of this. Like, come down to 10 right now. That's 164% at the last guy at 10. And I'm usually buying 8 out of the 10 here all the time and always riding them up. So I would have rode Russ Bits for a week. I would have made 500%. And that's a lot of money. Like, just do the math. And again, it depends on what your budget is, and it depends on what you're playing with in the market and that kind of thing. But any amount is exciting. You know, if you're not even looking at the amount, let's just say you're playing with small dollars and you're seeing your percentages go and you see your money grow, that's exciting. It feels really good because there's no other mechanism that I know of where that's happening, right? And that's why I love cryptocurrency so much, is that you can buy something with your money and your money can go up with that money. And there's very few things that we have in our economy and in our everyday lives that operate like this. So it's exciting. Does everyone agree that that's exciting? Do you guys see the merit in the values here? Yes? Thank you. Just seeing if you guys are awake. Thank you. Thank you. So, note to self, everyone. Check out Russ Bits. Check out Swiss Coin. These guys are awesome. I would be holding some of these if I'm a medium guy, like some of you. Like, I know you guys like you like to hold maybe for a week or two. Grab some Russ Bits. See how you play on some of that.
So where do I go to buy this?
Ah, good question. Good question. So you can always come to CoinMarketCap as your encyclopedia of all the coins. And then all their names light up because it's a website. You guys know, hyperlink. Click on Russ Bits, and it'll take you to its page of info. And in here, it'll give you some info. There's market cap, trade volume, trending, tools, and they're all up here where the mouse is. And then you can go to their website. You can look at any announcements from the blog sites, and then you can check out other things. Here you can see their graph. You can see what day they were popping off and what day they had really high volumes. This helps, right? And where is the markets? So you click on markets here, and on markets, it'll show us where Russ Bits is playing. Right there, Counterparty Dex is the marketplace that it's on. So there you go. So you can click here, and I'm just checking that. Let's see here, active markets, yeah. So you'd have to go to the Counterparty Dex site. There it is. You're buying it through that site, Counterparty Dex. It tells you that. That's all. So that Russ Bits to me right there, though, just so you know, that's something, if it wasn't in my Bittrex or my BitMEX or any of these other ones where I can buy, I'm probably not going to buy this myself. Like I'm just showing you guys as an example, but right there, that coin doesn't have very many markets that it's being sold on. So it's not something that's widely accepted. But I know Terra Nova is. Terra Nova is all over the internet. It's a $6 coin. So something like this is a little more secure, even in a day trade, because some of those other ones are just pump and dumps, and you got to be careful of that, because some of them are just like, they're like fake icing with no cake behind them, so they're just on the market, and they're showing themselves to you, and they're showing it up on the listings, but they really have no merit, and they have no value. So definitely check before you step into anything that you're buying, just so you know what you're getting into, and that kind of thing. But you can check a lot of things on here. You can see Terra Nova. is sold on a lot more exchanges. So you've got Cryptopia, which I told you I'm into lately. Definitely check out Cryptopia as well. Comes from New Zealand. Interesting site, interesting algorithms. There's some good arbitrage on there as well. And then there's Coin Exchange, which I've used many times as well. And Nova, I've never used it, but other people say it's pretty good too. So TerraCoin is definitely a real coin. It has good volumes, and I know other people that are holding on to TerraCoin as well and have made some good gains. 260% on this guy recently, and that's quite a bit. Like that's really good money, right? And do you guys know if we start at $1 and it goes up 50%, you guys understand that that's gone to $1.50, and if it goes 100%, then we've doubled our money, and now we go to $2, right? So at 260, you know, we've made our money a couple times over there, and that's pretty fun stuff. Okay, exactly. It doesn't even take that much. Brian's part of a club, and he showed me it, and I'm going to show you it, guys, tonight. And you know, with even 10 or 15 grand, you can make quite a bit of money in different ways and mechanisms, and that's why this is so exciting as well. There's nothing else out there that's accumulating wealth and accumulating velocity like Bitcoin is, and you guys know that it's on top of the charts. Like, I really, let's go see Coinbase again and just have a quick look. It's 9206. What's that? Bit National. What's that one? Let me just check it. 1 second. I want to check that Canadian site. Where did I put my phone? Okay, Jen's phone. Did I put it somewhere? Oh, he's got it. No worries. Just want to show you guys one other website. Check the Canadian dollar here.
Yeah, you should also mention that, like,
Tell me.
changes, you can't go in with, like, American or US dollars. It has to be Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Yes.
One thing that I was aware of when I first started that
Good points.
you have to buy your coin, procure your coin first, and then.
I even want to ask some questions because there's some new people.
Yes. Yeah, like, that'd be kind of your doorway. Yeah. Yeah, but you can only buy a little bit at a time. Yeah, it's first started.
So you can see, I just want to show you guys some things because sometimes numbers are off and they change around. But here's Coinbase's accuracy is saying 9206 on the Bitcoin right now. And if we go to Coinbase, we're at 9200. So there's a $6 discrepancy between here and there. But, you know, that's going to move around a little bit. And CoinMarketCap is taking an average of a whole bunch of numbers. And I don't think Coinbase is. So it's interesting to see how close they are. And you know you're still within a range of what's going on there. But back to you, yes, Kevin. So everything when you're trading and everything when you're working with these different softwares, they all eat Bitcoin. Hi, Jeff. They all eat Bitcoin, Coco, for money. So you can't just go in there and throw your Visa in or any of that stuff. So and if anyone needs to buy Bitcoin, we sell that here. We trade that here, and you can also sell your Bitcoin and your stuff here too. So let us know if you have any for sale as well. You can tell us anytime throughout the rest of the night. But back to Bitcoin, it is the coin that powers it all. So like you and me, like Ethereum, right? I know that. Ethereum doesn't have as many homes. Did you notice that too? Like you can do some stuff with it on Bittrex and other ones, but it's still not like Bitcoin, right? Like Bitcoin is the absolute, you know, gasoline on the internet. Like it goes everywhere. It's worth the most money, and everyone's accepting it. So it's definitely the one that you want to hold. And definitely the one that you guys want to realize that you have to move that around and have some Bitcoin in inventory. A lot of people call me like every week and they're like, I want to get Bitcoin and I don't want to do just $200 or I don't want to do jump through all these hoops on all these exchange portals and things like that. And yes, there is a way around it. You can just pay cash. You can do a lot of things, and I'll show you how. But I can help you download a wallet to your phone, and you can have Ethereum and Bitcoin. You can buy it with your own money, and you can have different volumes of it. So you're not stuck. So don't. No one in this group is stuck anymore. So if you guys want to get past some of the roadblocks with some of these softwares, just talk to me, and we'll help you out. We'll help you get what kind of coinage you want, and we'll help you do your deals. Okay. Let's talk about the fork. Did everyone read the news about how we're moving to SegWit, 2x, and then that got canceled? Did everyone hear that? Did you also see how Bitcoin was rising like crazy there? And obviously everyone was talking about it and all that. Have we seen it slow down anywhere, Kirk, after that news came out? Has it kind of leveled off now, or are we seeing a drop, or are we still seeing velocity?
So I popped up, what is it, 7,700?
Yeah, so it's still going up? It's kind of calmed down? Okay.
We don't know.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's not on here. Hang on.
The altcoin market. It's actually volume raised quite a lot.
In the last 24 hours, it's up. $722. Yeah, it's still climbing all day.
Up to 7,700.
There you go. This BCX exchange here had it at 83.20 today. That was the highest that we've seen at US dollars. So that's really good. There's people in America that are saying it's going to hit $10,000 US. I hope it does. And if you go off of Canadian dollars, at that exchange there, it's hit 10 grand, 10.5. That's incredible. This is again on CoinMarketCap, so you guys can see that. So this is some of the stuff, like, you have to know where you're looking, and you can see already that the numbers move around out there, and there are different numbers in different exchanges. So even in Africa, if something was in there, hey, it was way up high, around 14,000 or something we heard. Yeah. So we're seeing Bitcoin even take on other values of money somehow. Like, I don't even know how it's controlled, to be honest with you. And it's interesting to see that, like 14,000, 10,000 there, 9, and it just scales down. Does anyone have a reason why this happens? Does anyone know why the money fluctuates so much around the world like this? Any answers? Any guesses?
Supply and demand.
Dave, do we know why the value of Bitcoin moves from like 14 grand in Africa down to like 7 grand or something like that? So the volumes of it there are higher? Okay.
Several people in Zimbabwe are buying Bitcoin.
Well, they have so Zimbabwe is a perfect example of a runaway train. You have a $1 trillion.
Yeah. Like, the inflation's gone crazy. But like, you're not taking $1 trillion notes, and then like, who in the right mind would be like, sure, yeah, I'll sell some Bitcoin. That's probably those emails yet. How do you get a cow into the?
Yeah. So you have other workarounds for bartering, right? Yeah. So through their traditional barter system, they might have to use traditional fiat currencies. But what they determine to be a value in other goods and services is equatable to $14,000 US.
I guess not to us, but
in a roundabout way, yeah.
It's a good point because it's probably not the average person that's able to do it. It's the athletes that are able to get their money into the same spot.
And they're willing to pay premium right now. Because they know that they'll lose more.
2% inflation.
It's insane.
Pay $14,000 now is saving money. Yeah. Look at that volume spike.
Yeah, let's take a look at that for a minute too. You can see that. You go back to July, and you know, these are, what is that? November till now. Yeah. Year to date. There we go. That's nice. Look at that climb. That's a nice slow climb. I'm being sarcastic. That's a very fast. That's a fast-moving object right there.
So what happened when all the Bitcoin is on?
Well, the people that are in the news talking are saying that it's going to go up even more, right? It is, yeah. It's all kind of accounted for, all in motion, yeah. Yep. So that's still a few years away. Not that many, though. Those are still just claims too, because if more and more mining companies get on board and start to mine at more velocity around the world, those dates will shrink faster like that. That's what was happening with China and all that over mining and so on. That's why the numbers were up higher and the nodes were off. Russ will tell us more about that. He's the miner in the house, but yeah, the whole over saturation of mining was causing a major effect. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But you never know. We can't control it. See, that's the other thing. Bitcoin is controlled by the people. It's a people thing. People own it, hold on to it. We own it. It's ours. So it's really interesting to see how the people just exploit this around the world and bought into this whole thing so much. I love it. I love. There's nothing again like it at all. What's that? Oh yeah. There's so many ads swaying people. People say that all day, And if there is still one coin to buy, it is Bitcoin and a percentage of it, even $100 worth or whatever. It's still the coin to buy out of all of them. Well, it's been out since 2009, but just this year, Kevin, has been the best year of its life. You can see down here where it started. Look, price USD, $801. Okay, and then we're up here at price USD, $8,000. Okay. So at the beginning of the year, it was down around $800, and it's at $8,000. It's gone 10 times the money, 10 times till today. And the year's not over. Like we're going to see how it hits to December and so on. So I don't even know. It's going to be amazing. That's 10 times the money. Anybody that even thought the coin was expensive at $800 a piece, because it sounds like a lot of money. We all realize that, right? And now we're all past that. But it sounds like a lot of money. And then if you had bought that, just think 10 times. There's nothing in the world that you would have bought that would have went up 10 times. And just since the beginning of the year till now. It's amazing. Okay, on that, this brings me to making money with your money. And that's what our group's about. So last week we found this website called Coinreum. So everyone can write that one down. COINREUM, coinreum.com. Enjoy that one for a minute. Write that down. Coinreum is the fastest growing cryptocurrency trading company in the world. It is American-based as far as our researchers looked into it a little bit. And it is now doing some really cool things. So they have investment plans. You can put some Bitcoin into this company, into their website, into the machine, into the mechanism, if you so dare, because I'm not giving out any advice, but if you so dare, okay, with your money, you'll come here and you will try something. So you can do the 24-hour daily plan and get a 3.2% return. You want to hold it in there for 50 days, and your total return will be 160% on your money. So if you had 10 grand, you'd come out with, 26 grand or 20, something like that. 100% double, so yeah, maybe even more, 30-something. 32,000. So you come out with $32,000 if you put in 10 grand, if you got 160% return. On the weekly return, 25% of your money, you have to hold it in there for 10 weeks, and you get a 250% return. And then there's the 115% return on a 3-month period with a total return of 345%. These numbers sound staggering. These numbers sound unicornish. So they sound like just honestly too good to be true to me. Like I just get all mouth watering here.
So yeah, John. So I put in last week when we were sitting here. I plugged in. I put $100 in each plan.
So all three, you put 100 in each. 1, 2, 3. So Steve, last week, 100 in each plan.
Yeah. So here's where we have to be careful about the rhetoric. Right? It's saying 3% a day. Okay. So on the daily, it's 3%. So I put in $100 every day. I get $3.20. Right. So but they're not paying me. So now they're playing with 103, and then they're playing with 100. So they're compounding, but I'm not.
Gotcha.
Right. So by the end of 40 days, they've got another 120. So they're playing with 220, but I'm still only getting $3. Does that make sense?
It does.
So,
yeah.
So that's how they're exponentially able to grow their own wealth, because they're taking the lion's share. So if you're a good trader, then you're going to make way more money than this. However, the nice thing is I can plug it in here, and I can just
walk away.
Not pay attention to anything. And
you get to walk away. It's the easy money.
That's why I think you look at some of the 24-hour returns on CoinMarketCap, and they're like 14, 32, like even higher, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's way more than 3%.
Way more.
You got to a bit of luck, a bit of good timing.
You got to work it. You got to hustle. You have to be savvy. You have to run your day trades. You got to do that work. You have to work in order to make those percentages. Here, you just kick the money in and kick back. Drink pina coladas.
I haven't done it, but I've gone all the way through to hit the click to do it. But it says a 50-day period, but I think I can take my money out after the first day.
Okay. Yeah, because you're on a daily plan, right?
Now the weekly will come up as of 11:30 tonight, and then I'll see my weekly, so I can pull out of that. But
post some stuff to the group tonight, to the Telegram group.
Okay.
Yeah, post if you're up. Throw some up there. Let us know. No, keep going. And then the monthly plan, the 3-month period, that's locked in too.
Yeah,
we're not touching that.
I won't know until whatever 3 more weeks what's happening with that. So I'm not as nervous as I was when I plugged in last week, but I know there was a lot of talk. Yeah,
there was a lot of talk on the Telegram about his moves.
I watch the Telegram and I see the concerns and I listen and I understand. However, if you think that these guys are operating like an investment house that is compounding you, or like a financial planner that's compounding you, it's not. And that's where David made a great point. Like, if you put in 3%, you can get $1 billion in 6 months. And you're not.
This is the textbook Ponzi scheme.
Is it?
It's completely textbook. If they don't start, right, I bet you what will happen is that it's all saying they will stop offering in the short times or start offering the percentages for the long runs. That's what their whole goal is. Right? Get as much money in there in the long runs as possible. They're paying out to start using money from other people's money in.
That's right.
So no trust. And like they do this again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
So this is no different than Bitcoin Connect. It's no different than any other Ponzi scheme. Each YIP, high yield investment plans.
So,
even with compounding, like there's lots of coins that make 50% a day. It's great cost of always some. But every day there's some groups that make 50% that day too. Right? So the difference, the skill that is required consistently every day and 3%. There's very few people who do that. And I listen very short. The guys that can, I could guarantee it, don't need any money from anyone else. I've seen enough of these. Like I've seen dozens of these.
yeah.
And like on the one hand, you put some money in, and you may get a return. In the short term, you pull out before the rug gets pulled out, right? But that return that you get is going to be stolen from someone else. So like, I would mess around with this all personally.
And that's
the good thing with Bitcoin. You don't have to listen to it.
yeah.
Whatever you want.
You take my
I
picture
have
up
a
there.
question for you, because I really appreciate what you put on the Telegram, because like, I'm just kind of playing with this, trying to figure it out. So on the other ones that you were talking about, was it Bit?
I don't know. The last one was Gladiator Coin was a big one. Biggest one was
Yeah. So
Do up here too.
Did they promise compound, or how did they do it?
There's all good ones. Someone even actually threw one up. They used
Good.
Bitcoin.
Thank
They
you.
grabbed Bitcoin's trading up.
Nice.
Generally, like this one's got a fairly reasonable problem. Only saying 3%. It's not saying it's compounding, so that you probably pay out for good some of them will say pay 12% daily. Those ones really, if ever, they will pay out those twice. If I made a big one, it's there's all kinds of ads. All kinds of ads on YouTube and stuff whenever you're looking at YouTube videos.
Yes. Oh yeah.
There's this one guy who check out my Bitcoin wallet. I have 50 Bitcoins in there, and how I make this money is, I make
BitConnect. It's right there. Yeah.
And so it looks like he's in tropical islands, and they even have a coin on the exchange, right? And every guy who talks about investing in all coins that stay away from BitConnect. It's a huge Ponzi scheme. It's going to collapse because they trap your money in there, right? Like they have these plans where you have to leave the money in there for 3, 4, 5, 6 a year. to get your money back, right? So it's just a matter of time for it. And that guy will walk away with hundreds of millions of dollars.
So people think that BitConnect is going to do that? Is that what you're saying on the internet?
It's just a Ponzi scheme, right? So it's just building on the fact that people are putting money into it to the point where it can't support something. But why do they let them do that? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So BitConnect saying earn 40% per month risk-free. Lending options, investment opportunities, trading options. I've never done it. I have no idea. It's free to join. Okay, there it is, BitConnect. What is BitConnect? Let's see. BitConnect is an open source, all-in-one cryptocurrency platform designed to provide multiple investment opportunities with cryptocurrency education. Independence, desire, community, like-minded, freedom-loving individuals who, like you, are seeking the possibility of income stability in a very unstable world. Cool. So you invest, they stake your investment, you make Bitcoin. It's a self-regulated financial system. Looks like there's some peer-to-peer. Mining is part of their work, and they're doing some trading as well. So they have ideas of what they're doing with your money. Supply and demand, coin mining, mining algorithm, minting. So they're mining too, so they're miners. There's your current available supply, Kevin, 6 million. Maximum coin was 28.
Those are big Bitcoins.
Are they? Oh yeah, BCC. You're right. So they have their own coin. I get it. Nice.
It's usually number 7 or number 10. Yeah, it's valued like 200.
Yeah, 280 right there. 280.24. So you still think that's a Ponzi scheme with a coin worth 280 and all that kind of stuff that they're going down? Would you put money in it though? Okay. And would you not because of what everyone's saying, or would you not because of other reasons?
Because it locks your money in for so long.
Okay, so you don't like that. You don't like that. Okay, cool. To me, I look at this, and this doesn't seem to be that bad of an idea right now. And like you said, you can't control the future. I don't know if they'd ever go out of business, but it's pretty amazing. So 1.4, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. Sounds pretty good. And Chris, another friend of mine, was telling me about this too, that he could lend his money to the BitConnect. I hear laughing there.
What's the difference between lending and
Oh, I know. Lend your BCC on the dashboard, BitConnect lending, or invest in USD. I see. Buy BitConnect coin from the exchange, deposit your Bitcoin on given Bitcoin deposit address, earn daily profit as a volatility software interest. Okay. And here's your days. Capital back after 299 days, 239 days, 179, and 120.
That's how much you have to invest.
And yeah, if you only put up to $1,000, they have to hold it for 299 days. Yeah. And then up to $5,000 is 239. You can see the spread there. So if someone's putting in 100,000, they can take it out after 120.
Yeah, that sounds
Well, I think it ensures them to keep adding more money, basically layering it up, right? Okay. So who else is on? Is anyone else in the room on BitConnect? Does someone have money on there? Have they tried it yet? Does anyone do that? No? Okay.
I limit myself at one Ponzi scheme.
One at a time? Well, you know, last week when you joined, let's just take a look, because it said how many people joined or whatever, but now it says 46,943. How many was when you joined? Do you remember? 41? Yeah, 41. There you go. So Brian wrote it down. It was around 41,000. So since you joined last week, about 5,000 more people have joined, Steve.
I think it was about 14 million invested.
And now they're at 16.
But like Dave said, it's easy to create a PDF and put it on the website. It's totally true. Like I'm like, yeah, good point. I hope when they buy their kids' toys, they're not that based. Take my cash and spend it.
Well, you know what I want to know is what makes people trust these things. That's the most important thing I want to learn from everybody in this room is like why, like he's saying, no, I don't want to hold my money. I know Brian's done some risky things already. I know you have. And I know Dave has done risky things, and he's just smarter today. You know what I mean? But back in the day, I'm sure he tried shit all over the place and realized it was a waste of his money and his time. What makes people trust this stuff? Like, Steve, why did you trust this? Was there anything that you could tell us was a hint of something that you said, just fuck it, I'm going to give it a shot kind of thing?
Well, to me, it's just the numbers add up. I can see it being sustainable.
Okay.
That's why I did it. Now, I know, like Dave said, the guys who can make those kinds of returns daily, they don't need the input. But if somebody created a bot that works to trade and maximize, and there's lots of stuff going on. Like you're talking about guys leveraging millions of dollars on Bitcoin, and they put one Bitcoin in and they can get a lot more. They can take risks with this and have hits or bets and got more. The whole math behind it, just to me, it makes sense.
Good.
But yeah, I know there's fire everywhere.
Of course. Would you do this one? Coinreum, yeah.
It's possible to do it first.
But you would then? You're a believer?
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm a believer, but I'm a trier. I don't know.
Okay, trier. We've got some triers in the room.
I wonder if that's...
What does it take to become a believer then? Okay, so we're a trier. So when do we switch from trier to believer? When does that hit?
At the end of 3 months, I make 345%.
Yeah.
I'll take my initial investment out and I'll put in and I'll
Attaboy. I love how you're thinking. I like the thought of like I didn't lose any money and they've doubled my money back, so I'll leave that in there. I like how you think too. Brian and I thought of that too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We said that yesterday. I said I was, but I was still waiting for Steve. And I'm still waiting. I'll let you know when I can. Okay, so had another meeting this week. This is new. You guys can write this one down. usitech-int.com. Chan? Where's Chan in the room? Is she downstairs? Okay, she wanted to know about this one too. We'll leave it up here. She's going to write this down. So one of our members here was approached from another friend of his and said they had a business opportunity of making it. Chan, this is one that I wanted you to write down on your phone, okay? Grab your phone. I want you to check this deep into this one a little bit, okay? This is like Coinreum from last week, but this is our new one this week. Yeah, come closer if you want and all that. Don't be shy. I know he's restless right now. He can sit here in the front row in the theater. Good boy. Can it make it out on the TV?
This is another one of those platforms.
It is so, yep. It's, how long has it been? You know, Brian? Year and a half? Yeah, we think it's a year and a half. So anyway, you check it out. Do your diligence. That's what it's all about.
I'd be really leery, but it's the most popular one.
Have you heard of this USI one? You have, eh? Okay. So she's aware of it. So USI is paying people back money. So Brian's got money in there. I think he put, they sell it in blocks of investment. So he put 2 blocks of investment. And with the amount of capital he put in there since September, he's made over $8,000 in the system, right? And he hasn't got the money back because it's under hold. But from last month to this month, just over a month in a bit, month and a half, month and a week, that's 8,000 profit that he's been able to make. I think it was, what was it? What was the initial? 15 Canadian. And he's made 8 Canadian since then with that and keeping it in there. So he has no plans on taking his 15 out. He can afford to do that. So what he did is he put the 15 in and he's going to let it ride. He's going to let it double. And then he's going to take his initial cash out, and that's when he's going to switch from trier to believer, right? Because that's Steve showed us that, right? And he's going to let it ride. So there you go. So Brian feels exactly like you. He, instead of doing smaller stakes, he did a little larger stakes. He's trusted his friend to show him this. He's trying this site, and that's why we're showing you guys. He's in it. He's in the game. I went into the back end of the site. And I really like the software. These guys are really doing it right. They really have a really good software and a really good mechanism. And if anyone wants to join this, we'll join under Brian because he's got his affiliate code, so we'll give him that respect. So let's give him that. If anyone wants to join this, let me know, and we'll do it through Brian. But USI Tech is definitely paying back. I went into the back end, looked at the numbers like I do with everyone, had that transparency. I had the shocker in my mind click off the light, and I'm like, this thing works. I don't know until I put my money to my mouth is kind of thing, but I'm willing to do this, and he knows that too. And already I'm willing to do this, personally, more than CoinReum, just so you know that. So if we're going to talk about how Jan feels, because that's what I'm basically telling you guys, is that if I were to pick between CoinReum and USI Tech, I would definitely be on this one instead of the other one. And I still don't even know why, because I'm in search of that reason. I want to know what makes me feel good about these things. No, there's no fees. And the kickback can be taken off too. So all the gravy that you make can actually be siphoned off the top, and the main funds can keep rolling in too. So it's pretty cool that way. Not a lot of them operate like that. So here's your money spooling up, making profit, and then you can kind of take that profit off like gravy and just leave that other money still doing its thing because it stays locked in. So and then you can do things with the gravy. Oh, even more things. So I can add you, just as an example. Let's say I'm your son and in your family. You can add me as your son. You can add your daughter. You can add your wife. And they can all take profits with you off this investment that's pooling and running. So it's pretty cool how you can add partners into your bubble. Okay. So just give you some of the advantages that I've learned, but that's why I teach you guys about the sites, show you them, then go do your diligence, and you trust it if you want to, like Steve and Brian and whatever you want to do. I like this. I have looked at way more than you guys all have looked at of things like this. I know I have, and you can see I don't even show that many things because there's just boiling it down. But I like this one a lot. So I'm excited to try it myself, and excited to tell all of you what's happening with me, and I'll show you guys my back end when I join. Yes, they're all in Bitcoin, you bet. And it's European, and you're working in euro dollars in the back end as well. So you're not in USD and you're not in Canadian, you're in euro. So everything in the back end is working in euro conversion. So we did some conversions on the calculator. If anyone doesn't know where some good currency calculators are, it's on the CoinMarketCap. I always want to teach the new people that. Where is CoinMarketCap? We lost it somewhere. Here it is. So there's tools right here. And there is the currency converter calculator, and that puppy is amazing. So you can convert Bitcoin, USD, euros, Canadian, all of that sort of stuff. We use it every day, all day. Amazing tool. But back to making money, and that's why we do this course. That's why we're Bitcoin Investments. I am in search of the unicorn. I am in search of the best investments. I am in search of the best coins to invest in. I am in search of the highest percentages every week. I am in search of the best strategy. I am in search of all kinds of knowledge, just like you all are, and that's why we're here together. And I'm going to keep digging, and I'm going to keep searching, so keep coming back every Thursday and join me on this voyage, because I'm excited about where some of this stuff is going. The unfortunate part about a lot of these things, and I'll say this too, is that they sell a lot of this stuff in that same kind of infomercial bullshit and that BitConnect thing and all that, and they overdo it and oversell it and overtell it. And that scares off a lot of people from even giving it a chance and things like that. And I am like you a little bit, where I worry about that a little bit. If it's overhyped and all that kind of stuff, it kind of scares me. And I sometimes wonder why the hell they have to sell this stuff with such a bunch of bullshit. Why can't they just be transparent, tell you what a great algorithm they have, it's an awesome software, and work with it? You know what I mean? Instead of adding all that other crap to it. So maybe one day we'll get that answer, right? A lot of people think it's a business opportunity. So, you guys think of it how you want, okay? And that's it. So I just wanted to show you that, and I'll move on. They're using Forex as their backbone. And if anyone knows about Forex trading, it's very solid, and it's that currency trading system that's already out. And now Forex is taking Bitcoin, because I had one of my friends call me this morning, wanted to get his Coinbase account set up because he wanted to move money from Bitcoin and Coinbase that he bought with his credit card over to Forex to do some currency trading, and now they accept Bitcoin in this high-velocity fund inside Forex. Here's what you're also going to find out in the world, is that even our banks are going to start offering a Bitcoin fund and all these kinds of things, so get ready for it. You were here first. You guys were the early adopters and the early thinkers before the banks and all them. So remember what you've learned over time, because all that stuff will help you invest and help you make some decisions later on. I became an investor when I was 28 years old. That was almost 20 years ago now. I've never stopped being an investor. I've invested with Chan in real estate, and I've invested with some of my friends in their companies, and I've invested in all kinds of marketplaces and all kinds of things. And I like investing. I think it's the only tool that we have in our lives to add additional income and to grow our net worth and our values of financial and that kind of thing. So investing has always been a very big appeal to me, and I love it. So just so you guys know why I do this as well, it's all about the investing for me. Any questions right now? Let's go around the room. Kirk, you got anything? Okay, Steve?
Yeah, no.
Questions?
Is it good or bad that this segment 2x was canceled?
Oh, the Segwit 2x canceling. Let's talk about that. So we saw this mad rush of Bitcoin being bought up. We saw the news pumping it all over the blogs and all that sort of stuff. And everybody was really excited about a second platform. Some of the reasons why the excitement, if you've all transferred Bitcoin around by now, you know how slow it can be and cumbersome. He's nodding his head, you bet. And it's not that easy to come by and all this sort of thing. So Segwit 2 is going to be double the pipeline, double the speed, double the velocity, and double the volume. What I see happening is that there's a consortium that kind of votes on Bitcoin because no one really owns it, and that's troubling. It's a bit of a political thing there, and none of us are involved. You can all read about it, do your diligence. But there's a political consortium that kind of controls the outcome of Bitcoin, or at least they think they do, and they had issues with others voting, and there's some drama basically in the political aspects of Bitcoin, and they ended up canceling it for a minute, and they may bring it back, and there's until further notice kind of thing, right? Let me say this from Jan's opinion only, because I have one of this. We need 2x. We need more speed. We need more bandwidth. We need more volume. We need more volume of trade. We need more coinage. We need more solid coins. We need more things like that in the marketplace. So I'm sad personally to see that didn't go through. I was like some of you waiting for my coins to double up, double down, or see whatever the hell was going to happen. And I was so pumped to see like what was going to happen, because it's like this is history in the making, okay? History in the making. And history never happened for a minute. So it was talked about, it was sold to the whole public, and then it was like pulled back like a carrot from a horse, and we all had to live with that for a minute. So we'll see what happens. I saw the markets going up. I saw all the altcoins going up. So when news like that is happening and all that brouhaha is going on, it's a good time to be a buyer. It's a good time to invest in altcoins and other things. And it's a good time to ride the wave of Bitcoin. So while all that was happening, a lot of our friends didn't buy any Bitcoin. A lot of them didn't own any at all, and they missed out. So we're not done yet. I want you guys also to know that the news on Bitcoin and the excitement around it is going to be a long-term thing, and that's why I made this club with all my friends and stuff is because we're going to be a Bitcoin cryptocurrency club for a long time. This is never going to go out of business kind of thing. Bitcoin is going to keep raging on for years and years and years. Adding a second thing, Segwit 2x. I still think something's coming myself. I can't see the marketplace sustaining and holding on to the velocity that we have today. That's just my opinion still. I've read all these articles like you guys, and I still think we're going to have the answer in a larger pipe, in a new coin, and that kind of thing. A lot of other coins have come out with a name, right? Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Dark and Ethereum Classic and all these other names, and these are not the original coins, and they came out in the marketplace with a marketing ploy. The Bitcoin 2x was going to be the actual coin, and now it's really tough for them to kind of make a stake and make that a mandate too. So we'll see when that actually happens and how that occurs in our marketplace. That's what we're all waiting for. We're all waiting to see how they were going to do that. How are they going to wedge a whole new concept into the entire world marketplace? Go ahead.
I thought I read an article about like 2 weeks ago that it probably wouldn't happen. And then everyone was saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But it was something to do with Bitcoin Cash or whatever, and that was going to, because they already had 8 times the speed of Bitcoin, and they wanted to become the main.
This is a political thing, like you're saying, you bet.
The one guy was
trying to stop it and oust it, yeah.
Control over it, but they wanted Bitcoin because nobody had real control over it. So it's just pretty confusing.
It really is. It really is. It still confuses me to this exact minute. It's still amazing. Let me just say one more thing. It is still unreal that we have a $9,000 coin and a club, and we're eating sushi around this topic, and we don't know who the hell made this thing, and it's a fake guy's name, and the whole world is bought in, and we all have wallets and money invested in all kinds of dough, and we've trusted Europe, and we've got Coinarium accounts, and just think of all the stuff we're doing around a topic here. And this shit was, we still don't know who the creator is. We don't even know where we're like the real deal. That's I think it's amazing. Like, I think it's incredible. And then there's people controlling it, trying to.
More about that than we do about our dollars.
That too. We know more about a topic that's more mysterious and all these things than we even do about where our money comes from, how our dollar was made, all these other topics. Isn't that amazing? It's kind of incredible. That's why we're all here. I think it's amazing. Bitcoin is so mysterious and so alluring and so exciting. It really is. And you know why? It's because it's all owned by the people. It's still about that. That's why we're all here. It's all people-driven stuff. And that's why I see people trying to control stuff and people and this kind of fight for power and all that. And we'll see where it ends up going. But it's just people, again, trying to control. I want it. I'm the people that wants the expansion. I want the growth. I think the whole Bitcoin brand and the bubble needs growth, and it needs to continue to have velocity. So more mechanisms of that will continue to help grow it, because I think we're going to a digital society, like we really are. This is just baby steps of something. From 5 years from now, we'll all be paying for sushi here in Bitcoin and crypto and all that. It'll be added to the point of sale machine soon. It'll be added to the Bank of Montreal. You'll go there and you can move funds. Like, just watch. It'll all be, once it all kind of gets blended in, it'll be everywhere. So keep saving, keep investing now. Keep turning your Bitcoin and turning it into more profits, because later on, when the value of that's everywhere, you're really going to be more powerful to spend it. Go ahead.
I mentioned it to some people here, but so a couple weeks ago, I transferred $10,000.
Yep.
And then I went to go do $5,000 this week, and they said it's not possible. So in the last 3 weeks, Royal Bank made it so 3 weeks ago I could transfer $10,000, email money transfer or more, with like a code that I type in, and now they've totally cut it off. So nobody in the Royal Bank can transfer over $2,500 a day via email money transfer. Nobody.
Yeah.
And CIBC, I heard, did it too. So I think it's because of cryptocurrency. Like,
it is.
Connecting their savings accounts, so they're trying to stop it. Really.
It is a worldwide epidemic right now. What you're saying, it's happening worldwide. You bet. The banks are worried that the cash is being called. And the cash is being called to go into the internet, into crypto. And the banks are definitely worried.
Big banks in the last 2 weeks cut off your limit.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. But it isn't. You know what I mean?
I was so pissed off. I wanted to move $5,000, and I'm like, I'm not going to keep my money in the bank if I can't move it around when I want to. You
can't. So more and more control is coming, and you're experiencing it right there. And I do business, so I'm trying to move over a $10,000 invoice of money and buying things, $70,000 and stuff like that has been such a nightmare all the time to just do invoices under $100,000. It's really not that easy. You should see what I go through some weeks of dealing with the banks and whatever location and all that stuff. It's crazy, but what you're experiencing now is what the banks are already feeling about the marketplace, and their cash call is coming in, and they're getting scared. Like Bitcoin makes the CEOs of all these banks shit their pants every single day. Like, every single day this is going up, and they can't believe it. And that the world believes in it, and the world believes in a Bitcoin. How is that possible? Kind of thing. And this is what's happening. So it's pretty incredible stuff. Like, it really is incredible. I'm still a believer. I've switched from a trier to the believer part. And I believe that's why I did this, because I think that more and more people need to understand that this is only going to go up. It's like gold, and it's going to be worth a lot more money. $10,000 is nothing. It's going to be $20,000, and then it's going to be $30,000, and this kind of thing. And I think as the mining of it depletes, the obscurity of it will deplete, and this original Bitcoin that we have here is going to be one of the ones that's going to be just setting world records of value for years and years and years. That's just, again, my opinion and belief, but I can see the math playing out like that. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah,
nodding.
I had somebody throw an argument at me this week, and I said, you know what? That's exactly how it happened. He said, what's to stop somebody on the stock market, on Wall Street, one of the big players, of buying all the AMD and NVIDIA, and then buying all the cards. So you can't buy a card in line, they own all the cards, and they slowly stream all the Bitcoin into their own coffers, and then they control it.
So here is our Telegram. We have 65 members in there. There's the news that he's talking about right there. NVIDIA bounces after earnings, data center revenue beats. Analysts forecast double-digit growth. So if you're a typical stock investor, you would have already heard of the NVIDIA stock because it's been blowing up on the charts for a long time. And the reason that U.S. company has been doing so well is because of Bitcoin, indirectly and directly. Because the crypto is being mined with the NVIDIA graphics cards. So NVIDIA's stocks and NVIDIA sales are through the roof. And every computer supply location across America and the world is running low all the time on video cards because of the mining craze that we're having in the cryptocurrency world. So their actual sales volumes have been going up like gangbusters, and they're influencing the regular stock market and regular investment growth because of the offshoot of cryptocurrency. So I want you guys to see something there and do the math yourselves. That crypto is affecting everything in regular life as well. And crypto is making people money in the stock market as well. You just have to know where to look and what to buy. How many people in Canada have heard from their friends anything about Hive? Anybody put up your hand? You heard about Hive? Okay, one. Yeah, two. Okay, that's it. A couple people. Hive is on the TSX. You can buy it just from your bank account with your investor's account. Hive is a company that is representing crypto mining. And their stock went from 26 cents to like $5 in the last few weeks. There's 800% lift on that one. And it's called Hive. It's in the stock exchange, TSX. You guys can buy it right now and invest in it and all that kind of stuff. The reason Hive went up so big is because crypto is so popular and the rise of Bitcoin. So I guys want you to see that there's other arbitrage and other plays that you could be making and other investments you could be doing that are even in the other regular stock market world that you guys could be capitalizing on because of Bitcoin. Go ahead. No, not yet. But you know, for real, I have a whole new investors account meeting on Wednesday next week at 12:30 at BMO on 17th Ave, and I'm opening a whole new account, and then I'm going to start. Because I used to have my account at TD, right, and for my regular trades, and I've run that thing down and taken the money out and moved into Bitcoin and other things. So I'm starting a whole new account at my BMO on Wednesday. So I've got an appointment with the girl there, Melanie. And
how hard is it to just go get some money at the time?
Not hard. You have to set up an investment account. They got to do your social insurance number. They check you out, screen you. They have to know the customer. Same as other stuff. They'll screen you a little bit. Yeah, that's why you sit down with one of the reps. But I'm opening my account on Wednesday.
Online trading account than there is compared to Coinbase account.
Oh yeah, way more. Kevin will tell you there's way more paperwork to do. Yeah. Does anyone in the room invest in normal stocks in there? Put up your hand. Yeah? Okay, cool. Got normal stock investors here going. Good to see that. Back to our Telegram. I want to set everyone up here tonight on this so you guys can see what's going on. There's Zimbabwe talking about the $13,000 Bitcoin today. Basel was saying some stuff on here. All kinds of things are on here. Strat is going to release the Breeze wallet much earlier now that S2X is canceled, which should lead to a nice pump. Danny was telling us about that today. If you guys don't know about Strat, it's actually quite a good scenario and quite a good digital currency, so definitely check it out. Oh, we got our Christmas party coming up. Don't forget, November 30th. We've booked the entire Big Rock Brewery, so we're having a crypto Christmas party, first annual. Tickets are $35, includes the first round of drinks, and you get a Christmas dinner prepared by executive chef Harry Greaser there, and it's going to be delicious. So we're going to have live music, we're going to have some guest presenters, and a DJ and some other stuff too, and prizes and swag and all kinds of other good stuff. That's the last Thursday of the month, November 30th. So just let me know if you want to RSVP, and I'll put you down on the list. I wanted to show this thing today. I thought this is really cute. This is the Bitcoin roadmap to enhanced immune system, okay? And it's got a little comedy to it. So there's the risk attack to resist on. There's the time and the event date stamp, and then the status and the progress, okay? And you can see it just kind of going along here. So endure a bubble, 2013, completed. Resist a long bear market, because it came out in 2009 technically, but that bear market was in those 2 years where it struggled, and it went up high and came down to $800. Country bans on Bitcoins, China and others, completed. Resist financial lobbies and media attacks. Look at this, Bloomberg, JP Morgan, you guys have all seen that. Resist being questioned by other cryptos. That ETH is flippening, so they're freaking out over this thing. Individuals attempt to preside Bitcoin. This Roger Ver guy thought he was going to take it out. Miners attack attempt to control Bitcoin, and then they came up with that Bitcoin Cash. corporate attack to control Bitcoin, the B2X, and the network infrastructure attack estimated in 2018. So the network, this is all with like a little tongue-in-cheek humor, but really that's what I was saying earlier when you asked me about the 2X, is that I know that the network can't handle it just by what I've seen already. Just like it's overtaxed and so on. So, and it's still kind of, it's old technology. So I'm really concerned that we're not going to maybe get a new network for Bitcoin fast enough. And I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to build it. I don't know who's the boss of it. I don't know who owns it. You can see the corporate attack on it didn't own it. The miners don't own it. No one owns it somehow, but yet the damn thing keeps going and we keep buying it. And it keeps going up. So I'm still perplexed, just like anyone else. It's a mysterious thing to me. I don't know how we did that. But that's another site called Whalepool, and a lot of people go there for information. Let me pull that up for you guys. You guys can go there. Whalepool has a whole bunch of cool rooms that you guys can chat into, and you can really learn a lot of stuff from them. Oh, not whalepool.com. I think it's whalepool.io or co. Let's just type it in. Hang on. There it is, IO. So Whalepool is another one you guys can write down, and it's a really good site that you can trade on and do cool things with too. And the Telegram Messenger chat for Whalepool is on there, and you guys can add yourself to that too after you get Telegram. And I would definitely join that one. There's 671,000 messages in there. It doesn't tell us how many people are there. And then there's chart only rooms. You can do Bitcoin charts, Ethereum charts, altcoin charts, more rooms. So those are really handy tools as well if you're shopping for coins and looking around, okay? And it's the same thing. You want to use Telegram to be on here, and then you can see there's TeamSpeak as well. If you want to use that software, you can check them out on YouTube. So they've got all kinds of videos, and that's going to open up for us now. And this is live Bitcoin crypto trading pit. So you got 160 people checking this out live whenever that's on, and then everyone's chatting off on the box here. So if you guys want to get into some cool stuff and learn from the pros on how to make some serious spreads and serious money, everything that they talk about in Whalepool is usually happening in BitMEX. So that's the one that he was asking me about earlier. Where is BitMEX? I know I pulled it up somewhere. I lost myself in all this, but I'll find it here. Is it this one, BitMEX? There it is. So most of the guys that are talking everything here in Whalepool are all trading on the BitMEX. That's the pros software for day trading and long-term, short-term, everything. Arbitrage, all of it. This is the one. BitMEX is your number one tool, okay? All right. Let's go back here. So I showed you another secret thing today, and this is at whalepool.io. So definitely enjoy that and check it out. And they're all about charting. They're all about analysis, and they're all about futures. So I don't know if you guys do much on that, but that's all similar stuff to trading in the stock markets as well. That's the other thing about Bitcoin and all these things. Like you can get in with a low amount of money. You can become a trader and an investor with a very, very low ceiling and a very low cover charge to get in. And you can do really well with not a lot of money, like $2,000. And if you're diligent about $2,000 a day in your budget, you can make some serious coin. You could have $20,000 by the end of the month guaranteed. Like if you even follow some of the stuff that I've taught in the other classes about writing the percentages and all that, you can definitely make serious cash. You can make 10 times your money in a month if you do stuff like that.
And the fees are incredibly low.
Incredibly low. Yeah, way less than typical trades.
I have an account in Questrade for regular stock investing within like RSV and TFSA, and it's anywhere from $5 per trade to, depending on the stock and the exchange, it can be like up to $13 per trade. So $13 to get in, and $13 to get out, you're at $26. Like Bittrex, it's like
13 cents.
13 cents.
It's 13 cents to do a trade and 13 cents to sell it off. Yeah, it's so much better.
On that, because this is a good point. Because Jeff, you're talking about how you don't leave your money on the exchange. So you go on, you day trade, and then you take it back.
Yeah.
So do you not have to pay fairly? Like it's like $4 or $5 to do from wallet to exchange, though, is it not?
It is and it isn't. It depends on how much you're moving. Yes, it's like sometimes there's a flat rate fee. But like on Bittrex, when I moved it over to Coinbase, it was like less than $1. It was like, like 72 cents or something like that is what it cost me to move it over. So I didn't mind. It does. It depends on the exchange rate and your exchange and that kind of thing. It definitely does.
Do you know YouTube charges on that?
I just moved to keep it easy. I just took $500 off my ledger just now, put it on Bitrex. $6.
Okay.
On $500.
On $500?
So that's
3%-ish. No, 0.3%.
compared to what you're talking about West Trade.
It is, yeah. That is significant.
Wall to wallet is different than execute trades.
Yeah.
Commission.
Yeah. So you're building on Bitrex, and then when you leave it, they're making the exchange isn't making the money, but the wallet's not.
That's right. You're holding the money in your wallet, and then you're emptying it, and they're just making a tiny cut to release your funds. But I'll tell you more, okay? I'll tell you more about this. I have a personal ceiling of a budget, just like a gambler, okay? So like when I go to the casino, I'll bring 1,000, and I won't take out any more, and I'll just, gamble the 1,000. When I do these things in Bitrex and all that, I leave a float in there, and I don't care about that float, to be honest with you, and I only take off the gravy. So it's all about the gravy again. So I leave the float in there. So let's say I put $1,000 in there, just again, example. And today I doubled my money day trading, and that's happened to me many times. So I've made $2,000. I just take the 1,000 I made out, right? And to me, that's still profitable. I'm happy. I've made it 1,000 clean, and they want to take their $2.70 off me for my G note. I'm okay with that. Just saying, right? So I want you to know how my thinking of how I do it. Okay, but listen, I'm not one of those guys that's gonna sit there and put $10,000 in and then move it back again today at 6 and then move it back in the morning and then move it back again and then, do this bullshit. No, I'm not doing that at all. I don't want to get into that yo-yo effect of things. I want to put in my budget, work my money, and then take my profits out.
So is it the same as moving wallet to wallet as it would be for exchange to exchange? So
same idea. Yeah, two blockchains to each other. Yeah, same stuff. What we'll find too, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, don't be confused by your Bitrex wallets or your Coinbase wallets. Those ones are not all accepted worldwide kind of thing. Like they're not universally accepted. I'll tell you more about Coinbase. Coinbase has its own security algorithm where it changes your wallet address all the time. Like if Kirk wants to send me something on Coinbase and he gives me that wallet address right now, he can definitely go back and ask for another wallet address, and it's going to be different in 1 minute kind of thing. And the next one again. So Coinbase uses that as a security measure not to get hacked, and they keep changing the wallet addresses in your account. Now, if you have the blockchain wallet or one of these steady brands like on my resource page or Mycelium, that blockchain wallet you have there stays with you until you open a second wallet inside the software. You can have a third. You can name them, right? But those wallets stay stationary, okay? But things like Coinbase will move. And more to that is that even if you have a Coinbase account, you still want to have another wallet like blockchain or Mycelium or whatever, because you want to be able to do things with other monies, and you need a go-between. And again, it's a little bit cumbersome, this Bitcoin and crypto. So you have to be able to move monies and have your wallet available to you. Even right now, like if you want to buy $5,000 in cash, you can't just add that to Coinbase. You have to add that to your blockchain wallet, and then you could fund your Coinbase, you could fund your Bitrex, that kind of thing, okay? Keep that in mind. A really good quality wallet is very important to have as an asset, okay? And make sure you do your due diligence on your setup and your security. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, when you do take your profits or your day trading, do you take it in cash or do you take it in Bitcoin and put it in a wallet?
I take it in Bitcoin. I do so, yeah.
Sorry?
You can only take. Well, you can take it in any crypto that you could essentially transfer out of Bitrex.
Yes, depends where and how you buy it. You could move.
But you're not going to get it in Canadian dollars or US dollars.
No, you're going to get it in Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm asking if you can transfer back in
Overall, I can, but I haven't yet. We talked about this a few classes back, and this is what we've noticed. Everybody's putting money in here, but no one's taking it out. So it's a great question. There's still some vehicles of such to get it out, but no one's getting it out. Everyone's leaving it in. We're all watching to see how this pans out and where this goes. So it's so exciting and neat that people are not even that concerned with taking their profits off as much as they are with like TSX and playing the stock market regularly. Because my friends are all about that. My friends went to Vancouver on their profits from Hive last week and stuff like that. So they're all about making their trades, taking off their profits, putting that in their other bank account, spending that on other stuff, that kind of thinking. I do that with just my day trading. I move my profits up, but I don't take it out or spend it yet. I'm not using it like regular money yet, which I want to. Hi, Alex. How's it going? For some of the new people, they haven't heard this from me yet, but I'll just show you on Bitrex. These are the Bitcoin markets, and these are all the coins in their catalog. You can click the percentage of change here. How's it going, bro? Welcome. And you can see the different levels of percentage here that exist on each coin. And what I do as a fisherman for good deals is I'm looking around the 10% mark to buy a coin, and I usually want to buy 8 or 10 of those coins in my day trade shift. So I'll come in the morning around 8 o'clock in the morning. People always ask me my times. It's about 8 a.m. and around 7 p.m. And those are my 2 times a day where I buy and I sell my coins, and those are my altcoins specifically. So I'd come to something like Bitcoin Marketplace here on Bittrex. I'd click the percentage of change because, again, that's what I'm chasing. And while I'm chasing the percentage of change, I'm looking over at the volumes beside it. That's the percentage of change little brother. And I'm looking at the volume to see what's cooking. And you can see salt, while we're hanging out here, has been moving up the ranks here. And there it goes. It just jumped again. And it just dropped a little bit more. So salt right now, I would be buying it. It's at 10.6. I would totally pick some of that up. And for a coin to break over 10% is a really good thing, and it's not that easy. And when it does that, there's a good chance that coin is going to make a run for it. And that's what you're buying into as a day trader. You're buying on that coin's ability to make a run up the margin and take your margin up high, and then you want to sell that off in about 12 hours. Sometimes guys like Dom will watch it all day, and he'll sell off after 3 hours. He'll sell off after 2, because he's always watching the candle charts, and I'll show you guys what he's watching. Let's go to this Nexus coin for a sec. And it's at 11% and going up. Not all the coins are going up, ladies and gentlemen. Not all the coins have velocity, and not all the coins have any volume of trade. And that's what you're looking for. You want to find them. This is only a 30-minute candle chart. Let's go to 1 day for a minute. Let's just look back. And you can see that this coin is actually on the climb, because if we look back a few days of November, because November starts here, the coin kind of had a falling style, and then here it is. It picked it up, and now the coin itself has got some velocity as a product. And this coin is worth $1.16 US dollars, and its low was $1.02, and it's gone up to $1.16. And we could probably look in a longer period of time. Let's look at 1 month. And there you go. You can see that volume has been in here all just recent. It's all recent volume. Around the 26th of October, it went up. Okay, but that coin started from nothing, right? And it got all this volume. So this coin was probably obviously way down in the pennies, and it's now worth over $1. And if people were following Nexus and bought early, even not that long ago, that's August. If you had bought this guy in August, you would have maybe 10 times your money by now on that Nexus coin. So that would have been a good trade. And you can see that because of its early popularity and its volumes and its buys, it's still a warranted coin today, and it's still moving around and trading and doing all kinds of cool stuff right now. So I go back to the charts. I treat it like a spreadsheet. I click on the percentage of change. You can see Komodo and Stealth and all these coins are at the bottom. I click this. Right now we've got this one, Electronic Gulden. This thing is up 92% today on the Bittrex mall here. Potcoin is up 36% for all you potheads. Library Credits is up 31%. Oregon is up. Factom. You can see the Scicoin. I love Scicoin. This is an altcoin that I think people should invest in, only because of my opinion again. But Scicoin is a neat invention. It has relevancy. So how Scicoin works is it treats your hard drive like an Airbnb situation on cloud storage. So they're basically, you're signing into Scicoin and buying in, and then they're using your hard drive space as cloud storage and charging rental fee on that. And Scicoin profits from that, and you make a little crypto back in that same volumes and stuff like that. So it's going to take a couple years for Scicoin to really become something, I feel, out there, but it definitely is a great idea and a neat company behind it, and they're still growing, which is really cool. And their coin is still not worth very much, so it's still a really good buy out there. And we'll see where it goes. You know, I'm not telling you to buy heavy or anything like that, but it's definitely one. If I was a long-term holder in the crypto alt market, I would definitely have some Scicoin in my wallet for sure. Okay, let's talk about a few that I think are good. I'll go to percentage of change here, and let's just look at volume overall, and that's pretty doing it right here. So, would I own Bitcoin Cash? Yes, I would. I definitely would own some of that. I don't think it's falling off. I think those guys gave a good run against Bitcoin with Bitcoin Cash. I think they've convinced a lot of people that they're relevant, and I think Bitcoin Cash is definitely worth some money. Would I buy Ethereum? Yes, I would, and I own it currently. I definitely would buy Ethereum. Why would I buy Ethereum? Even with the malware stealing coins that just happened this week and all that, I'll tell you why I'd still buy it. Ethereum is here to stay. It's the backbone of a lot of different coins in the alt market, and a lot of legitimate companies are turning to Ethereum as their backbone. Even our Oleum coin is backed by Ethereum's backbone, and a lot of other coins will be still coming down the road. So Ethereum to me is a needed commodity, and it will never ever stop being needed. And I think that coin is still a very good deal around the $300-400 mark. Let's just go back and take a fast look at what we're at. Where are we on Ethereum? 406 Canadian. So Ethereum at $400 Canadian is the deal of the century as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I'll tell you more about my top 3 picks as I own all 3. I'll just jump on to Litecoin too. Litecoin is worth $82 Canadian, ladies and gentlemen. Litecoin to me, again, is a super bargain. I'm a Google guy. I'm on the internet for 25 years. Hi guys, come on in. Grab a seat anywhere. Welcome. I've been on the internet 25 years. Litecoin is going to immerse itself in all of Google's platforms. You'll do AdWords with Litecoin. You'll pay for Google products. You'll do things with Gmail and all these things. And Litecoin is going to be right there to take your cryptocurrency. So now Gmail will give you a free telephone, and you just got to pay a little bit of crypto to get that with Litecoin. Just examples only, but a lot of things are going to come down the road with that one. So I really like that one as well. Neo. A lot of people think that Neo is the Chinese version of Ethereum, this kind of thing, right? And Alex agrees with that one. Neo, again, has like set itself up in the world marketplace, kind of staked its claim. It says, hey, we're here to stay. If all these other coins are kicked out of China, Neo will thrive like mad cakes. And Neo is definitely a buy. I have thousands of friends that have bought Neo, and no one is complaining. It's been a solid growth coin as well.
Geniuses that like created this blockchain.
15 geniuses involved.
Area where it's one genius.
Show the chart
So
on
it's
the
like,
chart.
and the numbers, population users in like a small area. You know, China and Japan is we're gonna take off like the US, I think.
You can see this monster jump here, ladies and gentlemen. That's July 22nd. And in the summer of July, it really grew. We haven't had the big jump yet still. And you guys remember in the news, China went through a whole bunch of blocking and crypto drama in the summer and stuff like that. The coin is still worth $32, which is really hard to do. Like, to get a coin at $32, you guys can already see how a lot of them are in the dollar and under zone. It's a lot of work. And this coin, again, is set to grow. This coin could go from 30 to 90, and you guys could triple your money. It's just an example of something that I feel is a good buy out here. And I only want you guys to feel the same good buys as me, so I'm not going to recommend any dog shit, hopefully. That's not my goal. But definitely I want you guys to know the good coins, okay?
Coin called dog shit to see.
Yeah, let's do it. There probably is a dog shit coin, actually. You're right. Let me go back to volumes here today. The volume tells you a lot. Like, I've clicked on volume right now on the spreadsheet here, and I just want to talk about volume a little bit. There's a reason some of these coins are in this area, and they're moving up. Okay, so we talked about Neo, Vertcoin. I don't know. I've owned it in my day trades. I've made some money off Vertcoin. I've probably made a good $4,000 or $5,000 easy off of Vertcoin, just day trading it off and selling it off. It always seems to be in the popular swing of things. It's in the top spinners, I call it. I don't own it for long hold. Again, this is my opinion, so I don't know. You guys do what you want. It's not something I feel like I want to buy. Same with that ADA coin. I don't know anything about that one. Litecoin, I already own it. Ripple, I own a little bit of Ripple. When they did the Burger King thing and I saw it move into the marketplace and I saw like, holy shit, a US brand has accepted Ripple to pay for burgers, I was like, okay, this changes my mind a little bit. So I trusted the Ripple for a bit. I own a tiny bit of it. I haven't made any real money on it. People seem to think it's going to be gangbusters eventually. If the company can merge with more and more brands and we can pay at Best Buy with Ripple and all this kind of thing, then I think we're going to get wealthy off of Ripple. I really think it's going to work. OmniCgo, the next one, OMG Coin. A lot of people talk about OMG. I know Jay owns a schwack of this, and a lot of my friends do. I like OMG Coin. I still don't know what the hell the relevance of OMG is. Does anyone know? What does OMG do? Yeah, okay. I don't know why OMG is so cool, but do you know why? Yeah, do you know why the OMG Coin is so good?
Actually, a company before blockchain has payment processor
Okay.
They deal with migrant work issues and everything. And McDonald's partnered with them earlier this year. Payment at McDonald's, they're actually the first. If you don't look at a payments processor, credit cards, anything, they're way ahead of everybody.
No wonder they have velocity. Thank you for this. See? Relevancy is equating the velocity. And they're what? They started at 2 cents? Okay. Let's see how much it is right now, everyone. So Russ even believes that's a good one too. I think it is. I've seen nothing but mad cakes go after this. And again, why are we buying it? Is because we see mainstream adaptation. We see companies like McDonald's brand attaching themselves to OMG. Okay, in the last 30 minutes, it's not doing much.
Beating the last week or two because of the whole segment thing.
Yeah.
I got
it's jumped back up. It's jumped back up.
Well, it says the coin is worth $7.79 here, right? And it got to 10. See, so like if that's all velocity behind it and all that brand grip with it, then that to me as an investor is a hot one. That $7 can easily go to $30, $40 and be right up there with Neo. So that's pretty cool. OMG, everybody. Does anyone have a question on how they would buy that OMG right now? Like, does anyone want to know the pathing to get to buy OMG? Does anyone still not understand the path? Any help on that? Are we all cool on getting where we need to get to buy it?
Yeah, I'm just assuming you have to go on an exchange and buy it, right?
Absolutely. So just really simple. If you had money in Coinbase, you transfer it over here to Bittrex into your wallet here, and then you'd buy that coin with your Bittrex wallet of Bitcoin, and you'd purchase X number of value with your budget, and then you can leave it in here and let it accrue if you want to, okay? And then if you want, you could sell it off and then translate the funds back out, okay? But you would hold it in here, and Bittrex would kind of hold your coins of 10,000 or whatever, and you would just watch it accrue and go up in there.
But you wouldn't have an OMG wallet.
There is an OMG wallet, and you can definitely export them as well with a blockchain address in OMG format.
Is there, like, so say you buy a bunch of different laptops, right? You don't want to keep them on the exchange, just whatever. Is there like a wallet that kind of
Jack's wallet I showed you guys earlier, it's on my resource list on Bitcoin investments. It's getting more. There's getting more to it. There's more adding. Not yet that I know of yet. I'll tell you more as I learn more. Sometimes you do. Yeah, let me say that too. Like some of you guys don't know, but the wallets themselves have to go on your laptops, and you've got to download some of the ones with the brand if you're holding a large sum of them, okay? So definitely want to do that as well. What else is really hot on here? Let's see. Back to volumes again. How many people own Dash Coin? Anybody Dash? Any Dashers in the house? No? Okay. Anybody own Zcash in the house? Any Zcashers? No? Alex, you have Zcash or Dash?
I had some Zcash.
Z? Don't give a shit about Dash? Okay. Anybody have Monero? You have Monero. Okay, and Monero is on our, you got some too? Cool. Monero is on my Bitcoin investments, and that's that credit card that's going to come out for cryptocurrency. So Monero has got its coin. Let's see how much that puppy's worth too.
Awesome.
Does anyone know what Salt is? And why it's got velocity?
Salt?
Salt? Yeah, Salt's been really popular too lately.
I actually used your formula.
Yeah?
On Monday, paid 20%.
How much? Nice. Attaboy.
Yeah, it's like at 8 or 9%.
Yeah.
Put it bought some. Then put it in my sell order. Had like whatever.
A profitable amount, right? Yep. Take a look at the Monero coin for a sec. It started at 112. It's worth 117 in its last bid. It's a $117 coin. So it's not a cheapie. It's worth a lot of money. And those guys still don't have their credit card out yet. Thanks for coming. Good night. Thank you. So they still don't have their coin out yet. Their credit card out yet, and they're worth $112. So that's really powerful. I can't even believe how much they have. But I can also, just being an investor, I can see issues with that too, because people get bought into the hype. They get all excited about this. They make some money and they get invested. and then they're not getting the card out fast enough, or just the product, and then people kind of back off on their velocity and their attraction to it. So I see that happening in some cases too.
See, the thing with Monero is like the anonymous, right? Like
the anonymity of it all, yeah. Hard word to say. I know,
right? Everything else is very transparent. With Monero, you can make file transfer, send money, and you don't know where it's going or coming, right? So there's a lot of people that look for that, businesses, corporations, whatever it may be, and that's where that coin really benefits. A card is one thing. Everybody can do with a card, really. That's just really.
There's going to be a lot of cards.
Everybody in the press probably has their own cards, but it's like the structure of it is what is getting this where it's going. There's another one for.
So Monero, the coin itself, is all it's very crypto. So there's no identity with Monero coins. Okay, so that's what he's saying here. So that there's a big lure about that, and there's a big thing where they're excited about this because all the other coins have all these other ways to attach to themselves, but the Monero coin has this anonymity associated with the coin itself. Yeah, so they don't know what's going on in between there. So it's very anonymous all the way through. So it's interesting because other people have found. Thanks, Coco, for tagging me in there. Other people have found other coins and stuff leaking and things like that. Just the actual business of it, and they've been able to break in and things like that on some of these third-party coins. That's another thing. You were asking me about those wallets too. I just want to say this. I've been doing software a long time, my whole life. Some of that software is really shitty. It's really shitty, and then people are trusting it because it looks good, or they're getting the app from the app store, or they're downloading the wallet to their laptop or whatever. Good night. Okay. Yep. Some of the software is not good quality, and people don't know that until they get burnt or something else happens. So definitely check around on the forums and in our groups and make sure that you're downloading the stuff that's the good stuff, right? You don't want to get into that kind of thing. I don't want to see people lose money doing this. That's for sure. Any other questions about Bittrex? Yeah?
I don't want to pull you off topic, but I'm kind of curious what's going on with Bitcoin Gold. When it split or whatever happened 2 weeks ago, is it accessible yet, or what's going on?
I don't know. Let's take a look. I haven't seen it come on the market, that's for sure. On the daily trades, I haven't seen it pop up. Nothing on it so far. Bitcoin Cash is still kind of grabbing the attraction right now.
I think they were actually selling, people had access to it right away on social exchanges.
Okay.
They were selling it off like crazy. After it came out. But I have the same question. I had, invested in Bitcoin. I'm like, so how do I get my Bitcoin? I was hoping to come here today. And actually ask about that.
Let's take it.
On certain exchanges, you got a snapshot, is what I heard. But I didn't want to leave my money on the exchange. And I heard it doesn't, I was told it doesn't matter as long as you owned it at that time, you were fine.
Was Bitcoin Gold not the perk on the 2x thing? Is that what we're still talking about here? It was its own thing? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So they're going to give everyone with Bitcoin Gold as a bonus or something like this?
Bitcoin Cash, the first part, right?
Yep.
Bitcoin Gold, and then we're going to use 2x.
So what happened with Bitcoin Gold? Did anyone get that?
I saw exchanges that people were selling.
Because I haven't even seen it. I've been on 3 or 4, and I haven't seen it anywhere for sale, for market, any of that. I haven't seen it at all. Let's go here and see if they have it here. What was the ticker symbol for it?
I don't understand well enough, but didn't it have to render? It didn't have to crunch it.
I don't know. Wouldn't you just be able to load your wallet back on the exchange and then it would just show up as yours? You're absolutely right. However,
I think that was a big fallacy, guys. How would they know who has all that Bitcoin and everywhere else?
He had Quadriga account or whatever. He reloaded from his paper wallet back to his Quadriga account and show up on his Quadriga account.
That's the concept of the replay protection. So when that fork happens, it's a mirror image of the ledger, right? It's public blockchain. However, we have replay protection. There's a guarantee that movement on one end isn't going to replicate on the other side of the earth. So a Bitcoin Gold split from Bitcoin. Now, if hypothetically you were to spend, as soon as that fork happened, 10 minutes later you spend and send all of your Bitcoin to some entity that you don't know,
purchase or transaction, it's possible that you could also, at the exact